All right, now we're going to do checkpoint 2. So again, go ahead and try to solve this. So solve this on your own, right? And so we're on this interval, and then come back and see how you did. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so here we've got in quadratic form, right? Now, obviously we could see that it cannot be factored, right? We've got a -1 here. We're not going to find two factors of -1 that add to 2, okay? So we're going to have to use the formula, okay? So we're going to have to use the, gosh, I'm drawing a blank. The quadratic formula. Thank you. So, again, our A, B, and C, right? And again, what is it that we're solving for? Normally, the quadratic formula solves for x, right? But in this case, what we're really solving for is sine x, okay? So sine x is equal to what? It's -b, which is, in this case, b is 2, so -2 plus or minus the square root of what? B squared minus 4 times A times C divided by what? 2 times A. Okay, now we just have to simplify this. So let's go here. So we get -2 plus or minus the square root of what? 4 minus, well, this is -4, so minus -4 is the same as +4, so it's going to be 4 plus 4 over 2, right? And so that's going to simplify to -2 plus or minus the square root of 8 over 2. But we can continue to simplify this because we can write the inside of the radicand. The radicand we can write as 4 times 2, right? So it's going to be -2 plus or minus, and then it's 4 times 2, which we can then split, right? And we can write this as square root of 4 times the square root of 2 over 2. And of course, this is going to simplify to -2 plus or minus 2 root 2 over 2. And of course, we can factor out the 2 and cancel with the 2 in the denominator. So we're finally going to get our final answer, which is going to be -1 plus or minus square root 2, right? So that means we're going to have two possible answers for sine, right? So sine x is equal to -1 plus the square root of 2 and -1 minus the square root of 2. Well, right away, we know that this can't be a solution because the range for sine x is 1 and -1, right? So we're already at -1 here, and if we subtract more, this is 1 point whatever, right? It's going to be bigger than 1, right? So it's automatically, this is not going to be a solution, right? And we know that the square root of 2 is like 1.4, something like that, right? So if we add that to -1, we're going to have something positive but less than 1, which is great, which is within range, okay? Now again, what I would do is stick this in your calculator. Prove it to yourself, right? Always use your calculator. So we know this is going to be a solution to sine x, but we need to find what x is, right? So we're not done. So we do x is equal to arc sine, right? We're going to take the inverse sine of both sides. So we're going to get x is equal to the inverse sine of -1 plus the square root of 2. Okay, and then you can stick that in your calculator and get an answer. Now, look at the interval here. So we're going from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so that means, in this case here, we're going to have positive. So sine is positive in the first and second quadrant. So we've got one. So now to get the other one, right? To get the other one, so this will give us an answer. You'll have to stick that in your calculator. But the other value of x is going to be what? Equal to pi minus sine inverse of -1 plus the square root of 2. That's also going to be a solution. And I think that's it. Okay, let me know if you have any questions about that. Oops. Have a good day.